Welcome to the Defensive Edge Volume 3. My name is Balicki. I recommend that you have tapes 1 and 2 before we get started in 3. Before we get started, I just want to take a second to let you know about my 100% theory. You're going to have to go at a person with 100% intensity, meaning eye jabs, elbows, hits, whatever you could do to pull this off. If you do not do this with 100% intensity, expect to be cut. Okay, now we're going to go into Apollo Soot, strip for strip. Now, like I said, it was important before that you knew the left side and the right side, and this is where it's going to come out. So earlier you seen the kit drill where Steve was taking out the knife, and then we did it on both sides. So right now, if Willie takes the knife out on this side, he's got to be able to take it out equally efficient as he does on the right side. So again, I've also switched knives. I have one wood and then he has one metal. The only reason I did this is so you could see the switch for switch. Because if we start to go a little fast, it's going to look like we're just tapping each other, but really we're trading the knives back and forth. So I'm going to let you take a look at it. Willie's going to come in with the one. I'm going to pass it, check, he stops it. So now when I cut up, I'm going to step in. Willie gets that first shot in here, and then he's going to go into the Lacoste strip number 1. Now when he does that, I am going to bring this down and I'm going to take him into the Lacoste strip number 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, he cuts up. Now it's my turn. I go in, I strip it, now he's going to bring me down. He's going to switch it out right there. So if you look, it's just a strip, and now it's in my left hand. So we do the Apollo Soot left-handed. And now we're back to right-handed. Now back to left. Okay, again, when he comes in, I do the Lacoste number 1, and then he takes it out with the number 4. Okay, now we're going to flow. We'll start off slow, and then we'll pick up the pace a little bit and let you look at it at speed. Okay, going slow again. When he comes in, he gets that shot. It makes me think of, not the grip anymore, but staying alive and getting away from his blade. So when he feels this shot, I want to get his mind off that grip, not tear out the knife. Now he's just going to bring it down and then strip it out. Okay, now, after we do this, we're going to have to go into our next grip. So right now, I'm just going to switch grips. We're both going to go in an ice pick position. So Willie's going to pick me up. He's going to pass it, I'm going to stop it, and now he's going to cut up. I take out Willie with the number 1 Lacoste, he's going to bring it down, and it's going to change a little bit for him. Now he's going to use the knife edge of his hand, and he tears it out. That puts him in his reverse grip. Okay, so then he comes back at me, and we're going to scoop, and then we go right back into the same drill. I scoop it down, and I peel it out. That way I'm in the reverse grip. 1, 2, and then up. Take it out with the Lacoste, the number 1 strip, and then he just peels it out into the reverse grip. He uses the knife edge of his hand. See, if Willie did this wrong, and when he stripped it out, or if I did it wrong, I would strip it out here. This is going to put me in an opposite grip, which is going to change the drill. So now, instead, I use the knife edge of my hand, and it takes me out in the reverse grip. So he's going to pick it up, and then he's going to go. So we'll just float this a little bit and let you look at this one. Okay, so now that's the end of that one. So now Willie's going to reverse his grip, and he's going to pick me up. So now if you look, before I was picking up Willie with the hook when I was in the reverse grip. Now he's picking me up. So he rides it down, he's going to trap, feed back in, except this time, remember, he cuts down, uses his hand to pass me out. We're just going to flow right now and let you look at it. So he strips me, I strip him. Go. Okay, real slow, passes it, strips it, and then I strip it. Okay, now it's going to bring us to our last one, which is going to be both of us in the fencing grip. So now if Willie slashes, I can pick him up, and he's going to pick me up. Now, when he goes, he can gunting and take it, and then do the strip. Now watch what I do, I just twist it. I know I'm cut already. There's nothing that can prevent this. I mean, well, it's not that it can't be prevented, but once it's there, you're cut. You're not dead. Just twist it and then continue on. Okay? So when he picks me up, 1, 2, 3. Now I could just pick it up with the knife if I want to. And then he twists, and then we continue on. Or he can pick it up with the passing of the hand, and then go into it. And then the last one, I can stop it and then scoop it past. So again, we had the same previous 3 where I could stop it, I could pass it, or I could pick it up, except now we can also gunting within it. So you have 4 endings, 4 possible endings. So if you watch it flow a little bit, okay, so now we're going to slow it down. Remember, you can stop it, you can pass it, you can ride it, or you can gunting it. And that's it. This next section is called in the grasp. They call it tossling or in the grasp, but what we're going to do is right now I'm just going to kind of show you how we go into it or what would put you into it. If Diana had her knife and she was going to pull it on me and I grabbed it and then I went for my knife, which I might have had in my back, and we go and she grabs it, this situation could occur. It doesn't necessarily mean this is how it's going to happen. I could be slashing her and then she could just grab it, or I grab it, and we just end up in this position. So the first one that I want to go into is Diana's going to duck, she's going to shoot her hand straight down, and I want her to hit the kidney. Okay, again, she's going to go under, 1, 2, and then 3, in. Alright, when she goes in, I want her to stand real tall and shoot her hand straight to the ground, and then she's going to hit the kidney. Okay, the second one, I am going to come to the outside, push down, stab, and I get the strip right here. So again, when I go outside and I want to break her grip and then stab and then eject. Okay, so it's going to go 1, 2, stab, eject the knife. The third one, I come over, I trap, I stab, and I eject. So when I come in, my elbow swings over, I trap, and I turn a little bit, trying to off-balance her, and I stab, and then I eject. One more time. trap, turn, eject. On the fourth one, when I go to stab Diana, she's just gonna pull it, and if it goes into my own arm, she's gonna strip it, then she's gonna pull up on my elbow, and then feed the knife in. Okay, again. When I stab, one more time. She passes it over, strips, and then goes in. One more time. She passes it over, strips, slaps up on the elbow, and then stabs. If she does this wrong, what she's going to do is she passes it, strips, she might slap on the side of my wrist. It's not going to come out. That's why she pulls up on the elbow and it'll release it. Just try it easy because it's very easy to hyperextend your elbow. So she'll slap it wrong. If it doesn't come out here, you know the elbow is the shot to take. And then she'll pop it and take the stab. Okay, the next one, she's going to shoot down to the foot, and then right there, see how it puts the knife under my arm, and then she strips, and then pops the elbow up and stabs. All right, again, she's going to shoot down, stab the toe, she puts her in my arm and strips, slaps the elbow up, and stabs. One more time. Okay, the next one. I'm going to go in to stab Diana. When I stab, she lets it come in, she traps it in her armpit. It's in there. So take your hand away, let me see it. See it? It's not coming out if she doesn't want me to. So now she reaches over and grabs my elbow, and then she stabs. Again. I stab in, she puts it under her armpit, she grabs my elbow, and then stabs. One more time. In, trap, see it's in there, it's still in when she lifts the elbow, it's still in there, and then she just pumps the knife in. Okay, another variation of this is when I stab in, she traps it, same thing, except this time she grabs her own knife, and then she stabs me right in the midsection. All right, again, so when I go in, she locks it in there, she grabs her own knife, and then she stabs. Do that one again. One more time. Okay. The next one is she's going to tear her hand up this way. So when she tears it loose, see it's going to be a free swinging blade again. So what I want to do is I come over here with it, and then I just trap, and then I go in. So one more. She tears it up. When she tears it up, I put my knife right here, trap, and then I go in at the neck. One more time. She tears it up. I put the knife right here, trap, and then go in. Last time. She tears it up. I put the knife in, and I trap and go in. All right, the last one that we're doing, Diana's going to come in. She's going to stab. If she's pushing really hard, I just want to twist out of it. Again, I twist out, and then I stab in. All right, right then I want to come back. I get my strip. One more time. She pushes in, I twist and I stab, I get the strip, and then I lift that elbow and I get the stab. All right, once more. She stabs in, I twist, get the strip, I pop that elbow up, and then I get the stab. Okay, this is a part of Palasit. It's opposing grips. What I mean by opposing grips is for now, or up until now, we've been matched grips. So everything we did, we were doing matched grips. Okay, but now, what happens if you're both in opposing grips? If he's left to my right or I'm right to his left? Up till now, I haven't really seen too many drills using opposing grip. So we came up with one. Here it goes. When he feeds the forehand, I'm going to ride it. I want to bring it down, I'm going to trap, and I want to feed back right to the stomach. Again, it's going to go one, I ride, I trap, and then I feed it into the stomach. He's going to come back at me again. I gunt him. But Steve from here has an option. Either come back high, or he can come back low. If he goes low, I still gunt him. Again, it's going to go ride it. I trap. He stops it, and then he comes back. I gunt him. Now he's going to meet it right here. He's going to, see how the thumb comes out? He's going to hook it, bring it down, takes the first strip out right here. All right, I'm already cut. I have nothing to lose by pulling it out here. As soon as I pull it out, I'm going for his throat. He's going to ride it down, trap, come back in at me. I stop it, then he guntings or scissors. Now I come up for the block. See how I hook it? This is jabong again. All right, I strip it, and then he strips it. Ride it down, trap, trap. I gunting. He's going to scoop it, strip it, strip it. So he rides it. He gets to stop. I get to stop. I come back high. He guntings. Now I ride it. I hook it. He hooks it. Okay, let's work it a little bit. Okay, let's slow it down. All right, so now, again, you ride it. I trap it, he gets the stop, cut, he scoops it, takes the strip, I take the strip. He rides it, stop, I stop it. He takes the cut, I take the block here, I hook it, strip, strip. Now it's really important when we're going in this that Steve hooks me. Now watch what I mean by it. When he traps, now if I come up, or if I hook Steve, if I don't hook him, he's just gonna cut right out. So when he comes in at me, I hook it. I get a little bit of a pinch there, and then I get the strip, and then he goes for the strip. So we ride, trap, stop, I gunting, then I come back in. So ride, trap, stop it. So he gets the gunting either low, again, or from here you can go high. And then I strip it, he strips it. Ride it, trap, trap, gunting, and he pinches it, gets the strip, I strip. 1, 2, 3, ride it, pinch it, strip, strip. Ride it over, block, block, gunting, he's gonna ride it over, strip, and then strip. All right, we're just going to flow a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to reverse our grips. If you reverse your grips, it's not going to stay in it. It's really hard to just pick a grip in this and stay with it. Sometimes you're going to end up in the ice pick or sometimes in the fencing grip. You can't tell which one's going to happen. Just ride with it, and it's pretty much the same thing. You'll see the variation, and you'll start to feel why once you start to do this drill. So when Steve comes at me, same thing. I ride it, I trap him, and then I feed it back low. He's going to stab in. I'm going to gunting out, then he's going to just pinch it and then bring it over. So he's got the strip, I peel it out. So he rides it. Now look, we're both in the fencing, so it's just going to happen. You can't determine where you're going to come out of it. So if I peel it out this way, I might get it in the reverse grip. He's got it in the reverse this time. So we both ride, trap, I gunting. He stops and pinches it, I peel it. Now he's in the reverse grip, I'm in the fencing grip. Now he guntings out. When I scoop it, if you look this time, I'm peeling it out and I have a fencing grip. He peels it out, and he's also in the same, a fencing grip. So it doesn't mean that you're doing it right or wrong, and it's not going to happen the way we're doing it. This one's kind of alive. You don't know what grip you're going to change into. So when we flow with it, that's why I'm not saying you have to stay in your ice pick grip. When we flow with it, it's going to switch, it's going to change. Just go with the changes, go slow, and you'll start to figure it out and become more comfortable with it. All right, so he comes over, 1, trap, stop. When I gunting, he scoops it, he takes it out. Now look, we both took it out in ice pick grip. So he traps, I stop, I come back in, I scoop it. Now I came back out in a fencing, he came in a fencing. So we don't know where it's going to be. So we'll just flow a little bit and let you look at it. Okay, real slow, we ride. Now when I scoop it, I peel it out, I have an ice pick grip. We're both in ice pick this time. Like I said, you don't know which grip you're going to end up in. It really doesn't matter. You should become comfortable with both grips. Okay, and time. Coming into numerato, now this is where it gets a little hairy, but at first we're just going to take it easy. It's going to go knife against empty hands. Willie's going to come in with the slash. Now remember how I told you not to face the knife? Well, now we're going to break the rule. All right, what I mean by facing the knife is letting my arteries face it or letting the flexor muscles face it. What I mean by flexor muscles, if right now, if Willie went to stab me and I didn't know what I was doing, I put my hand up, that's what he wants. He wants that flexor muscle cut. Okay, now this is the extensor muscle, is the back of the hand. If it gets cut, it's not as vital. You don't have arteries in here, and if it's severed, you will be able to make a fist, but you won't be able to extend your fingers. But if he cuts this side, I won't be able to make a fist or hold a weapon, but I will be able to extend my fingers, and I will be bleeding profusely. All right, so you're better off not taking a cut there, but now we are going to break the rule a little. When Willie comes in, I'm going to hit the eye jab and then I pass it. Again, it's going to go 1, and then I pass it, and I just want to hold the elbow here. Really slow. I go 1, 2, and then I just hold it right here. All right, he's going to take his hand and he's going to wipe from underneath, and then he's going to come right back at me. I want to drop the back of my forehand in. I move it out, I eye jab, and then I'm going to go all the way 180 across, 180 degrees across, and I hold his elbow. Okay, he's going to drop a little lower and he's going to feed in the angle 3. I drop down, I move an eye jab, and then I come right back to the side. The same thing again, he wipes, comes in, I drop, eye jab, and I come to the side. All right, the first one, when he comes in, I'm going to drop my arm down, I am going to strip, okay? When he comes in, it's going to go 1, 2, and then here. He wipes it, I drop it, and I'm going to move to 180 degrees. Comes in, drop down, move back, wipe. Okay, drop my arm, I strip it. I can go into my locking or kneeing now. All right, comes in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I slap his own arm down on his weapon hand. I grab it, and then I'm going to strip it. He's gonna come in, I go, same thing. One, I pass and hit. He wipes it, I'm gonna ride it, and I go to the far elbow. You drop down, eye jab, and I go back across again. Now when he comes in, you just drop it. So watch it. When he wipes it, my same hand comes back up. I drop it, and then I move over. All right, when he hits that 5 in, this is the second strip. I drop his own arm into his weapon hand. I grab it, I strip. See the shot here, and then we can go back into this again. And then go back into our locking. Okay, you go 1. Also, I can do this. I can go right like I've been teaching you since the first tape, is where I told you to pick it up with the back of the hand, So when I go in, I go with my eye shot and I hold the elbow. He wipes it, I drop my forearm, eye jab, move to the far arm. Again, right it over, far arm or close arm, drop it. Now, when he comes in, I pop that right into the weapon hand, grab it, strip it. Hit, break, turn, squat, and then right into the lock. All right, last time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to go into a closed session called In the Grass. All right, this is from Lameko. I got this from my instructor, Gregor Saluti, and I'd like to show it. So I'm going to use Leonard for this. All right, the first one is, we call it a Manila bus ride. So usually if they're on the bus, somebody's going to come in. If they're sitting down or if they're going to rob them, they kind of just come up to them and give them a little hug and they tell them, give me your money. All right, so the first one is right here. He's got it right in my ribs. I want to push in with my elbow. I'm going to rip the knife out here. I want to break, and then I want to elbow right here. Do not try this if you think you can get away with it without being hurt. I mean, if he wants your money, give it to him. Don't chance it. It's not worth it. But if you feel he's really going to go for you, you have no choice of escaping with your life. You've got nothing else to lose. Go for it. So it's going to go in, I pull, I break, and then elbow. All right? Real slow. Right here, I go 1, pull it off, trap, and elbow. All right? One more time. So press it in, rip it off, and right there you just want to just hyperextend the elbow, and then elbow in. All right, the second one is when he comes in, he might have it in front of the arm. This makes it a little more difficult because before I could just trap it straight in. Now he's in front of me. Now what I have to do is I have to get my body away and then trap and then replace the elbow. So I tear it off, I break the elbow, and then I want to elbow him. So again, he's got it in. I have to get my body away, I trap, and I hit, I break, and elbow. One more time. 1. Okay, the next one, he's going to grab me right from behind. This one's hard. I mean, you're in big trouble. So if he's got this really good, what I want you to do is, I want you to grab the hand and you've got to turn right away. Try to stick him, step out, and then take it out. Again, if he says, give me your wallet, just give him the wallet, all right? If he says he's going to kill you, and you really truly believe him, this is your last effort, and this is your last chance, go for it. So I go 1, step out, tear it out. So now I'm pulling it out the break is right at the thumb. So I pull it and I break it loose. Okay? Again. 1, step out, tear it loose, and then just, you have to do what you have to do. Okay, next one. If he's facing me and he grabs the head, and if he's got this at my throat, right now you're going to have to come down on the top of the wrist, and then you got to push it out this way. Okay, again. And you take the wrist off. Again. I've been showing this through the whole video, just compress and push it in. Same line. All right, one more time. So his palm is up. This is what's gonna make me grab it. Grab it right at the pad of the thumb, get my head back and push. If he's holding my head, just get it back and then push. Put your hand on top, drop down, lift the elbow, walk him over, and compress it. Okay, again. Once he's here. All right, now it's going to change a little bit. Instead of him coming palm up, he comes in palm down. So once he goes in, I want to grab and then I push down. So when he's in, I grab and then I push down. I still grab the pad of the thumb. All right? So he comes in at one, I strip it, and now just pull him down, and then if you want, go back to the same thing. Time he comes in down, he grabs the net, just grab, pull it right here, I can pull him down, then take him back across, and go the same thing. You have to be aware, okay? If he grabs it, you have to take a look at it. You have to know where you're at. So right here, just grab it, and then you just push it down. Go right here, just push right down on it, take it back, and compress it. Okay, the next one, he's gonna put me on a pole, or if it's on a wall. This is the scary one, okay? When he's here, and this is here, give him your money. Okay, if you really feel you're in trouble and he's gonna do you, just grab, sandwich, tear this off, break that, elbow that. Let me explain this a little better. When he goes in, I sandwich, I pull, I break, and then I elbow. All right? This is the scariest one to me. This is the one that really makes you believe that, you know, it's life or death. You've got to go for it. So when it's right there, it's a sandwich. I try to shift the feet, and I pull the hand. And I break, elbow. If you can keep it, all the better. If you can't, don't worry about it. All right? One more time. When it's here, I sandwich, tear, break, elbow. And that's in the grasp.
All right, we're coming into Buaya now. All right, now I'm going to bring Willie in, and Buaya literally means crocodile. We call it the mouth of the crocodile. So when he feeds the 5, he's going to come to the backhand, or the number 8. All right, so it's going to go 1, and I'm going to cover it with both hands. You just want to kind of pull it across. I'm going to strip. The first one is I'm going to dive it all the way around, and then I bring him down. Willie's going to feed me the angle 5. I'm going to drop my hand down it, and then he's going to come up to the angle 8 and thrust into the neck. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to stop it with both hands. I pull it past my face, which sounds dangerous, and it is dangerous, but when he comes 5 to the 8, just make sure that you move your face. You're going to strip it out. I want you to just hook, you're going to grab, and then return, and that's the stab. Okay? So again, he's going to go 5 to 8. I move it past. I strip, hook in, grab, and that's the takedown. One more time. Okay, the next one is going to go 5, and I'm going to shoot in the eye jab. Now the hand's going to come to the outside. I'm going to strip, elbow, turn. I'm going to pull it down in the knee. So the 5, I strip, elbow, pull it, and then knee. next one that we're going to go into is, it's going to look like the number 1, but when I take it out, I'm not going to be able to dive through. So now I pull the elbow up, I turn, that's the slash, and that's the pull. Again, so I come up, now I bring it over, I pull it out. I can't go through, so now I just twist his hand down, slice it, see this is what we call a chicken wing, cut here, and then pull it up. One more time. All right, this time when Willie comes in, I'm gonna go up 1 and he follows it just like we did the second one. So when I strip it out, now my knife's over here. There's no way I can lift it here. It doesn't make sense. So I hit right here, I pull, and then that's the cut, and then that's the hold. All right, again. When Willie comes in, go 1, comes back out here. Strip it out, lift the elbow, pull the elbow. You want the first cut here, the second cut right here. One more. When Willie comes in, it's going to go 1 and then 2. Same thing, same hand position. But now this time I feed it in. I want to get the hit into the ribs, and then I strip it on his body. If I can, I keep the knife. Now I'm going to raise it up. This is my first break. Now I'm going to turn it. Now I just sink down, and now I spin him over, and then this is my locking. Okay, one more time. So you go down, and it goes back in. This time, hit the ribs, strip it. Break up, turn it, go down, spin it over, and then right here is my lock. Once more. So 1, up, hit, strip, up, pull it, over, and that's my lock. Sooner or later, you're going to end up on the ground. You might not want to be on the ground, but you're going to end up on the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right by Anna. She's going to work on the ground first. So if I came in at her and she went to do this and I overpower her and start to go back, what I want her to do is she's going to hook my leg and she's going to end up having her leg cross me here. This is what we're going to call half guard position. So when I come at her, she's going to do the number 1 that we did standing up from the ice pick position. Goes into 1, she's going to pull it out, she's going to put me down, and she's going to hit my kidney. Okay, again. So it's going to go 1, she stops me. This is really represents the eye gap still. She hits it, then she comes over, she strips, and then she gets the kidney. Okay, still reviewing, same thing as when we're standing up. When she stops it, and my arm comes down, she twists it and gives it to the right hand. And now she's just going to pull and she hits the shoulder. Okay? This leg is going to fend me off. It's just so I can't come in. She just shoves me back. Alright, so when we go, she shoves. Alright, and she does number 2 then. She pulls me across. Okay, number 3 is the wrist lock. So when she comes, she goes underneath. Okay? She went back to number 1, but that's just because she felt it. It's not wrong, it's what she felt. So let's go again. When she goes into the wrist lock, she grabs underneath, she strips it out, and then she pulls me down and she hits the kidney. Again, she's 1, she goes right to the wrist lock, strips it, and then she hits the kidney. Okay, now the subclavian. We did this standing up again. So when she goes in, I got a good lock on it, she's not going to get me off it, so she pulls down, it's going to hit me in the subclavian artery, she pulls it out, and then she's going to return it to my kidney. Last time. 1, she goes, pulls it in there, good. And she's going to put it in the kidney. Okay, now she's going to go left hand pass, and she's going to just kind of stab it to the ground. She's going to use her forearm to strip it out,
and then she's going to kind of push on me to go to this side, and turn back at the knife, and stab. Okay, again. She's going to pass it, and put it to the ground. She puts her forearm up, strips it, puts her hand on it for the wrist lock, grabs a knife, and stabs. We did the wrist lock standing up. When she goes to the wrist lock, she grabs it and she covers my wrist with it, and then she'll push in that direction to take me down. Okay, the last two are going to go, she passes, double passes, inserts it in the abdomen, and then she's going to strip, and then she just shoves me away, and she's going to grab a knife and come up. Okay, again, she double passes, hits the abdomen, she strips, just shoves me, and she's going to come up. Okay, and now if she does the double pass, and she brings it, but it won't come out, just like standing up, slide the hand down, now she pulls me across to this side and hits the kidney. Again, she goes double pass, it won't come out, slide the hand down, pull me down, and hit the kidney. Okay, now if we go, we're going to go back to 1 to 10. So she's just going to bring it directly over. She's not going to bring it around like we did last time with the right hand inside. She just accepts it with her left hand, and she guides it to the right hand to strip. That's 1. She trades hands, goes number 2. Pulls down, number 3. Weather the hand, number 4. Trades back, number 5. She moves me over to the opposite side for number 6. The butt of the knife for number 7 with the weather the hand, and now she goes across to number 8. She takes it with the butt of the knife again for number 9, and then number 10, she's just going to strip it right at the forearm. Okay? It's the same standing up, except we went to number 12 last time. Alright, so once again, just go through smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And strip. Good. Okay, now if I'm standing up and I'm over her, it's dangerous for her to put her feet up here because I have this, I can cut. The best place for her to be is to go inside and split me apart. When she splits me, it puts me off balance and it gives her the knife. Okay, so she's just going to go back to number 1. Okay, one more time. From here, she just goes in between, splits, and takes me down. Okay, if I come to the side position, it's going to be the same thing, except if I'm really close, she's going to use her hands and she's going to hit right into the pelvis. Okay, so when she does it, she hits, pushes my body back, and now she's going to pull it and get the hit on the kidney. Okay, one more time. So she hits, and she pulls and hits the kidney. Okay, if I'm a little bit farther away, it's going to be hard for her to hit. It's too much of a stretch. Okay, so what I want her to do is I want her to put her leg here, and then she's going to put down as low as she can, and she's going to shove my knee away. So when I go in, she goes there, and it stretches me out. Okay? Again. So I go here, and it stretches me out. One more time. Here, and okay, so now, let's say I'm way back here, okay, and I'm coming in. I want her to put her foot. So it just depends on the distance. Foot, knee, or her hand. So when I go here, like that, shove her. She's going to hit. Okay? So last time, 1, she just shoves it and hits. Okay. Now, if I'm over her, again, I want her to pass it, and she's going to stab the ground with it, strip it, and then she's going to wrist lock right at the okay, and then she goes back to the knife, and then she's going to go. Then one more time. From here, it's okay. It's where she, again, she did what she thought. This time she's going to pass it, hit the ground, strip, she wrist lock, and then she comes up.
Thanks for watching the video.